That's pretty good. I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is the way to Roanoke. It's also the way to Crum. I got lane dominance right now. I like to say that word, lane dominance. Okay, they're stopping completely. Let's see if I can roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. I did. Oh, what was that about? Oh, okay. Little Dodge. He's happy to go around me. That's just reckless, though. I'm on a motorcycle. I am. And when you do that, I mean, it's dangerous when a motorcycle does it, swerving in and out of traffic. But in a car, they do it. It's like, I don't care. Because the littlest, I mean, anything. It's a lot easier to knock me off my path and direction than it is for me to knock them off their path and direction. And that's what I'm talking about with common courtesy. If we just had common courtesy, like, oh, he's on a motorcycle, let me just go a little wider or give him a little space, you know what I mean? Who knows? I mean, fortunately I have other means of transportation, but you don't know that, right? They don't know that. I mean, it could be the person's only means of transportation, getting back and forth to work. And here's the other thing. We all have someone to go home to, God willing. And if we didn't, life is precious. My goodness. Some of the things that some of the drivers do is like just complete disregard for life. Like, bro, what are you doing? Is my life not valuable? What are you doing like that? He looked at me like I'm gonna come over. I mean, where are you going? But thanks be to God, I can see the tires coming over, and that worked out. And that's the other thing that I've learned about when riding a motorcycle too, is that you have to get over things quick. You have to have emotional intelligence. You can't be thinking about somebody that almost hit you or, you know, almost cut you off. You need to get over it quick, because if you're staying on that, then that means you're not concentrating on what's ahead of you and what's around you. Like this guy. All right, so he did it back there, and now he's flying up here. And I don't even understand, if you were going to cut me off and get in my lane, you're up there turning in the lane over there. So it really made no sense for you to try and cut me off. Other than the fact, maybe you have something against motorcyclists? I'm not sure. Now I'm looking around because I know that this lane over here merges. So you try to drive on the control over here. And this is one of those little areas, and now this person's coming out. Oh my goodness, do you smell the chicken? Yeah! And now in front of us, they're going really slow, so I try to keep my distance. 2, 4, 12 rule, right? Nothing wrong with that. And when we get over here, I have to flip my visor down because the speed's gonna pick up. Okay, good. All right. Now I flip my visor down because the speed's about to pick up. Oh, I just realized that it's time for people to go home. That's why there's so much traffic going in this direction too. So yeah, the speed didn't actually pick up because generally it's like 60 miles an hour, but there's so many cars on the road, maybe everybody's just going slow. Oh, well, there it is. And, yeah, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. The common courtesy thing. We all share the same road. We're all trying to get to places, and to get there safely. I mean, what's the most important thing, right? When you get in your car and you go somewhere, you're not thinking about anything terrible that can happen. You're really thinking about getting to the place that you're trying to get to, right? And so I think if we all take the attitude, let's just get there and get there as safe as possible. It's gonna happen. Take our time, right? Traffic's picked up behind me, so let me scoot up a little bit. It's the only that's another thing that, like I was saying before, that as a motorcycle, I can you can accelerate. So I don't know if you can see my speedometer, but now I accelerated. Got my space, and a nice space in between the cars in front of me and the cars behind me, because they're moving up there, and this car behind me is moving too. So I'm trying to stay right in the middle. Yeah. Whee! And that's the other thing, leaning and trusting the tires, trusting the bike to do what it can do. So I'm speeding a little bit, but I'm really conscious of the cars in front and the cars behind me. You can't see the cars behind me. I look at my mirror, maybe you can a little bit, but the cars in front of me, you can see the distance that I have between them, and that's really important to keep the distance, especially when you're traveling at these speeds. Alright, now you look out when you're in this area right here. You're always looking for a car to do something crazy. Because, sometimes they don't see you. Sometimes they really do not see you. And then sometimes it's like they see you and it's like they feel that they're a car and you're a motorcycle, so they'll move over. It doesn't always work like that, right? I like this road too, because this is one of my favorite roads, because there's not a lot of lights, and it's really good for like your practice of getting comfortable with speeds, getting comfortable with rolling into turns, rolling out of turns. Even though it's not a highway, it's considered, I think it's like an FM or something like that. So yeah, and then it helps me relax. Like you say, you lean into your turns and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a pretty good road, and there's a great restaurant over here. And the person that I have a crush on, the cook in Super Sandy's. Oh my god, I have a crush on her. Oh my god. Okay, but that's between me and you. Maybe I can come down. Maybe I'll get some ice cream. Maybe I'll get a burger from Braum's. Maybe. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Or maybe I'll turn around. I'm not sure. Maybe I will get a burger from Braum's. Right now I'm just chilling, cruising along on my Ninja 500. You see these turns like here, you can kind of really get into them. Now, people that drive faster than me, they really lean. They get into this. I am a newbie. I am not leaning. I just try and keep a nice, gentle speed. And I don't know about you, but does you feel different, like when you turn to the right where your accelerator is in comparison to turning to the left? Do you feel more comfortable? I'm not really sure yet. One, I don't have a lot of skill, and it has a lot to do with your tires, in my opinion, and the road. Like some roads you could see like your tires are just gonna grip, and then there's some roads that you're not really sure, like, is there dirt, is there gravel? I'm not really sure. But anyway, I know that when I was taking the MSW, is it MSF course. The first time that I was doing leaning, I was leaning like I was on my jet ski or my bike. The guy's like, what are you doing? I was like, I was leaning. Because I was comfortable with that form of leaning. Because when you're in a jet ski, you can lean through your, when you're turning and stuff, you can whip that bad boy around. That jet ski in the water, oh boy. Let me tell you about some splish splash and fun. Let me tell you, you can whip that bad boy around. You can do a 180. Well, you can do a 180 in the bike too. The people that can, they have skills. Not me, but you know. And when I first got my jet ski, I always told people that, you know, I was not good at all. In fact, when I was buying it and I bought it from somebody else, and I had a GP 1800, I literally fell off doing a slow turn. And then I got better and better and better and better and better, and then I graduated to a different jet ski. I ended up getting a 1800, but I got a Yamaha VX Cruiser HO. And not that I can do any tricks or anything like that. You know, I can do the basics, splishing and splashing, and get you wet and stuff like that. But the point being is I got much more comfortable, and now I really know, you know, I'm one with the I'm gonna say the motorcycle, with the jet ski when I'm riding it. There's nothing like gonna surprise me, like it's not gonna do anything. Whereas I'm still trying to get one with my motorcycle, because I'm not one with my motorcycle yet. And if you're gonna ride, and your skills are gonna increase, obviously you're going to become one with the motorcycle. So at least that's what I figure, and I could be completely wrong, but again, I got barely two months riding, basically like a month or some change on the street, even though you see me going places.